Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today. This is Jim with Jim's Garage Toys, and today we're going to talk a little GR Corolla. So I have had my GR Corolla now for 6 months, and I thought I would just go over some things that I have done in that time period and things that I've learned about the car, like about the car, don't like about the car still, and things that I've been able to change and adjust and fix. So here is my GR Corolla. For those that don't know, it is a core model. It is loaded with all three of the packages. It has the performance package with the LSDs front and rear. You can tell this, at least in the US market, by the red calipers. It has the technology package, which is the JBL stereo, and the wireless phone charger, and it also has the winter package or cold weather package, which has heated seats and a heated steering wheel. So to start with, when I first got the car, I didn't drive it much until I was able to get the PPF installed, and I did not do a full covering like some people do. So I did the front hood, I did the full fenders, I did the full front fascia and bumper. I had the rocker panels done, and the lower portion of the door right down in here also was done. The side mirrors, did the A-pillars and the leading edge of the roof. And I had the rear fenders done, since they protrude out and want them getting nicked up, especially in this front section there. And I had the top of the rear bumper done just to protect from any scratches and whatnot there. So, and in addition to that, the door cups were done and the door edges were done. So got that done. After that was done, and I guess I should back up, I did do the paint correction. I did that myself. I enjoy detailing cars and have for decades. So I did the paint correction, had the PPF done, and after that I did the ceramic coating. So I did 2 coats of ceramic over the entire car. And black was not my first choice, but I must say it looks amazing in black. So I had the windows tinted. It is 25% tint. I had a 5% strip done up here on the windshield, and that really makes it look good with the black car. So other things that I've done, I added some 15mm spacers on the front to fill the wheel well a little bit better, and I took off the 10mm spacer on the rear and installed a 25mm spacer. So both front and rear were pushed out 15mm, and it really does give it a much better look as the tires and wheels fill out the wheel wells better. I've been playing a waiting game to see what comes out for lowering springs or coilovers. I didn't want to just jump at the first things that were coming to the market, and I'm really not that put off by the height of it, even in stock form. It looks pretty good to me, even though I wouldn't mind just a slightly lower. I mean, literally by ½ an inch to an inch would be perfect to me. So I did order the vinyl inlay kit. So, and I chose, since I had a black car, I wanted to tie in and use the three colors, the red, white, and black. So I used the white G and the red R, like I see in a lot of Toyota stuff, and then went with the 4 and the white too, so it has a lot of punch and pop to it. So I did add a couple of prerequisite decals. One other thing too that I forgot, I did have PPF put on headlights too, so almost forgot about that. So coming around on the back, I added another decal there. And since the core model didn't have any spoiler or anything, I looked at the Circuit Edition spoiler, and while it looks okay, I knew everybody was going to be doing that, and it was ridiculous at $800. So I came across this Blitz style spoiler, and I really, really liked it. In fact, I liked it more than the OE one, and so I installed one of these. It already came painted gloss black, which was fantastic. And then I added the mid duckbill spoiler too, and I like the view from the side because it just kind of evens it out. The duckbill spoiler comes out to the same length as the bumper does and really ties in well, and I was more than pleased. I wasn't 100%. I loved the upper Blitz style. I was 100% sure about this, but I figured for the $100 that it was actually less than that, but it was worth giving it a try, and I absolutely loved the looks. I did get to see these on regular Corolla hatchbacks in plenty of pictures, and that was enough to convince me to give it a try. So, and that is where I sit on the outside. Oh, one last thing, I did add the window visors. I have the visors. I have the same thing, my 2017 Corolla IM, and I love how flush they are. They don't stick out, and the quality is excellent, and the look is a 10 out of 10 to me. I also like that they come all the way down to this portion. Some of the other ones that I saw ended early, and that just looked weird to me. So, you know, they were about the least expensive ones on the market. They looked great, and they fit great, so can't really go wrong. So far, that is what I've done on the outside. Oh, nope, I lied. So, almost forgot. I did install some of the Rally Armor mud flaps, front and rear. I went with the black with the white lettering, just to kind of tie into the main GR4 lettering I had there, and the white decals, just kind of pulled everything together. I saw a couple of other cars with the red flaps and even the black with the red lettering. I think I could have gone any way that I want. I think they all look good, but I liked that these kind of hid themselves a little more without being too overly loud. So anyway, let's go inside and see what I've done there. So the first thing that I see when I open my door is I added the Tom's coverings to the door, and I really like with the white or gray stitching. It kind of ties in with the stitching on the seat, which just makes everything look more cohesive. So I did add the door sills, so I really like those. Mine did not come with that. And I added the 3D liners, best liners on the market to me. I have them in 5 of my cars, and I've had WeatherTech ones also over the years. Not even close. These cost less, they fit better, and they're made better. and everybody that I talk to that has them loves them. So another thing that I did, and this is one of the things that drove me nuts, was the IMT button right here. Is every time you start the car, it defaults to being off. So I would have loved it if it started and defaulted on, and then turn it off when I don't want to, when I want to do the rev matching. And I did solve that with an upgrade to that, which does just that. And that was a quick 2-minute modification, which was well worth it. So sliding inside here. So this was a huge thing for me. Not having an armrest drove me nuts. So I absolutely love having the armrest now. Have a little more storage space there too. I even did the forged carbon fiber insert just for looks there, which I love. So mine came with the upgraded leather shift knob, which I really like. I also added a velour dash mat. They actually call it a velour mat. And I like this. It's not the hard plastic then. And just a nice soft. It's not that I sit there and touch it. It always cracks me up when people are worried about what the plastic feels like up there, because I never touch it. But I do like the way it looks, and adds a little substance to it. I also added right up here a little tray that gives me a little storage room up there. And I also added some fillers here so things can't drop between the seats. So they have optional cup holders, which I actually have on this side, and you can keep other stuff in there. And so, but that is where I sit at this point for the inside. The only thing, I guess I can talk about it here, I did add, I haven't done really anything under the hood yet. I did add the Ford short shifter for this, and that is under the hood, but you can't see it because it's underneath the airbox. So I do like having that and being able to adjust my throws for what I want. And the car overall is just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So some things that I have planned for down the road is this plastic piece right here, this U-shaped piece. I do have the upgrade piece that has the white stitching in it to match this. As far as some people really hate the black piano finish. I like the way it looks. I don't really touch it much, so it doesn't get fingerprints on it, but I have thought about maybe having it wrapped in some variety, just to set it off a little bit more. This is the core model. This does have the cloth seats. I personally like the cloth seats. I've always liked cloth seats in cars, so it doesn't bother me. Some people think it's beneath them to have cloth seats. When I'm driving, I'm just sitting in it and driving it. I don't sit here and feel the seats and massage them and everything. The seats are the exact same seats as in the Circuit Edition. It's just a different fabric. Big whoop. It doesn't have any effect on the driving experience of the car. So the wireless charger, I really don't use it. It's kind of tucked up in there. I haven't even tried to use it. Just because I like being able to see my phone. So normally I just use the cord and set my phone off to the side of me here, trying to come up with an idea for a good phone holder somewhere, just because this car doesn't lend itself to one really easily. One of the things I don't like is I don't like all these little buttons. They drive me freaking nuts. So I don't know why Toyota changed the cruise control and went with these buttons over here when they had the stock for decades right here. that was so much nicer. And I had one person say, well, it's because of the radar cruise and all that. No, it's not, because my 2017 RAV4 has the stock and it has radar cruise. So they could have cleaned this up, and I feel like I have to look at the buttons more now, taking my eyes off the road. Well, with the stock, I never had to do anything. It was all intuitive, and I could do it without ever looking at it. So these buttons drove me nuts kind of since they were down there. Seems weird to have an odometer button down here, although you can also pull it up on the dash display. But the biggest one that drove me nuts was the IMT. But like I said, since I modified that now and it defaults to it, it's much better. And then if I want to change it, I can just press the button and turn it off. So, but the stereo, to me, other people have complained about the stereo. I don't have any problems with the stereo. I don't try to listen to it at 10 plus volumes. It plays plenty loud enough for me. It's not quite as crisp, but there's a couple things I'm looking into doing that. I would like to add a small subwoofer to take the deepest bass notes, and then without the main speakers trying to produce those lower frequencies, I think it'll clear them up even more. And other than that, I'm fine with that. So, and that's pretty much the inside of the car. Like I said, I haven't really done anything under the hood yet. I would like to upgrade the horn, and trying to think of what other goodies I have for it. But that's where I sit right now. I am, like I said, I've owned it for 6 months, and it's a very, very fun car to drive. So it handles great. It's got fantastic power. I mean, this car is as quick as supercars were not that long ago, and all with a 3-cylinder engine. So that's pretty crazy. So I hope everybody enjoyed my little walk around of the car and what I've done to it so far. Some things I might be doing in the near future. Still thinking about some of those things. I do want to get a set of wheels for my regular tires, and then use the OEM wheels for some winter tires. Since I do live in Washington State, we do get snow, and I want to be able to go up in the mountains too and enjoy and have a lot of fun ripping this thing around. Other things, I'm just kind of hanging on. I've been looking at some of the bits that have come out that are designed to give a little bit of pop, like the fender vents and things like that. So in the carbon fiber, and I think that would look really good on the black car. So, but that's where I sit now, guys. Hey, if you have any questions on anything I've done or anything I've talked about that I would like to do in the near future, feel free, reach out. I love talking things on the GR Corolla, and I love seeing what other people are doing to theirs also. And until then, we'll see you guys down the road. Please hit that subscribe button and like button, and it really helps me grow this channel. I'm trying to get it to grow and get it bigger, and with your help I can do that. So thank you much, guys. We'll see you down the road.